To all the girls, including the conservative ones, who say things like, oh, social media isn't a dating app, so men shouldn't be hitting on women on here. Twitter's not a dating app. Instagram's not a dating app, blah, blah, blah. You sound like angry, crazy feminists who get upset that men have the nerve to hit on women in the real world, in real life, and act like that is some kind of crime, like that is some kind of deep offense, some kind of assault. This is such a weird, progressive, baseless, in my view, kind of misandrous thought that men should only be expressing their interest in women on dating apps and nowhere else, that a man cannot be a man, that a man cannot do man things, one of them being pursue a woman, unless they are both on a dating app. A woman does not have to give permission, even unspoken permission, to a man to approach her with respect. That's actually not the way the world works. You don't have to be on a dating app in order for it to be okay for a man to express his interest in you, okay? If that were the way the world works, none of us would be here, because humans would be gone and done for, okay? Dating apps didn't exist until like 2 seconds ago, relatively speaking, in the grand scheme of things. And saying that a man should only hit on women online when it's a dating app is just like saying a man should only hit on women in real life when it's a singles event. That's not the way the world works. And it's pretty outrageous to suggest that a man should not or cannot shoot his shot unless he's explicitly on a dating app, she's on the explicit dating app, and that's the only way that it's okay. That would have been considered outrageous in our parents' generation. I'd argue it's still outrageous. And what makes it even more outrageous is the fact that at least 75% of the target audience of dating apps bitches about dating apps because they're awful, but then women want to further complain when men actually have the nerve to hit on them outside of the dating app. So you don't like dating apps, but then you also don't like it when men have the gall to hit on you outside of the dating app. And it's just like, golly, could you make it make sense, please? Because it doesn't make any kind of sense at all. It is not offensive for a man to approach you respectfully and make his interest known. He has a right to shoot his shot. You have a right to shoot him down. I would argue you should do it respectfully, especially if he approaches you with respect. But this is the way the whole thing works, okay? And there's no reason to get bent out of shape over men approaching women either online or off. And if they come correct, and if they come with respect, and if they come with even a modicum of complimentariness, compliments, and they take no for an answer, if that's the answer you give them, then there's no harm, no foul here other than possibly the men's ego. So I'm even further confused of why women are the ones acting like this is all so offensive and egregious and predatory, and like we're the victims. And the last point I'll end with, just to really hammer that final nail into the coffin, ladies, y'all are going to be old and ugly and fat before you know it, okay? It's going to happen. It happens to everyone, especially to women. And you might as well enjoy it. It's not the most important thing in the world. Physical looks or attraction, it's far from the most important thing in life. But it is nice to be noticed. It is nice to be seen. It is nice to be complimented. A lot of men don't get compliments, especially from random people, random women. They never get that. It is nice as a woman to be flattered, to be desired. That is nice. It is a nice thing that does not last forever. And it is certainly, again, not the most important thing in life, but it's certainly not an offensive thing. It's not an offense to you. And whoever you are, lady, you are not so important, so precious, so completely untouchable that it is an offense to you if a man takes a few seconds out of his day, a few seconds out of your day to tell you you have beautiful eyes or a beautiful smile or to ask you for your number. Okay? It's not an offense. You're not so precious that no man should be doing that unless you give him the green light because you're on a dating app. Again, that's not actually the way the world works. And our ancestors Our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, etc., would be laughing at us ladies right now that we think that this is offensive, predatory behavior because men think we're beautiful, because men express interest in us. Like, what is wrong with some women today? Like, actually, what is wrong? A lot of y'all just need to, like, chill out. It is not offensive, predatory behavior for a man to find you beautiful and to make his interest known. So chill.